Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the journey. 3 journey event teams, high, mid, and low. Got the week's preview for Grosh-Nak. Grosh-Knockers. It's Grosh-Nak week, right? Got the Warfang, the journey, Grosh-Nak, Guild Wars. I think it's blue restriction for Guild Wars. But yeah, gotta set up the stream, so bear with me for 3 minutes or so. We'll run a trial while I do that. I do have a thumbnail, I need to put it on. There you go. Alright, let me set her up. Set her up, copy this, paste it in, yeah. Thumbnail. There you go. Save it. Takes a minute, so let's jump into the chat. Hit the like, turn your ticket to the train. Be a hobo. Dang, I got a lot of comments. I wonder what that's about. That's cool. Oh wow, Lisa Jean with a $25 super thanks. That's sick. Chad with a 2. Always nice to see. I didn't get no sleep last night, so I was kind of grumpy, but that definitely helps. Alright. Gems of War live. And no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not AI, but I don't know. Gems of War journey. Gems of War Guild Wars. Okay. We got blue Guild Wars, so it's not like... You know, we just had Divine, and most people use Takshaka, and I feel like with blue Guild Wars, you could almost just use that same team. There might be some other teams that are a little safer, maybe, or better, but what's better than Takshaka? I don't know. I think I'm just going to use the same team, but you guys let me know if you're going to use the same team or not. Like, what do you think about that? It's Monday. Gotta figure out what we're doing for Guild Wars, but I really don't want to reinvent the wheel. Takshaka going 20-0. Pretty sure I think I went 20-0. Got second place. I almost got Paragon. It was down to like, I don't know where this other person just snuck in there and got Paragon. They weren't even, I feel like they didn't, I don't know what happened there, but good for them. They got their achievement, and I'm happy for them. I don't need to get Paragon every time. It wouldn't be fun. Alright, I'm almost ready, sorry. Save that. Okay, I think I'm good. Who's here? We got Funky Town and Sauna. Working and lurking, appreciate that, man. Going out of your way, putting in the extra effort while you're working. Put on the stream. I know some places they probably wouldn't let you do that and stuff, like, but I appreciate it if you can. Remember old Cindy Cool on Monday and Tuesday and Friday. It's Saturday. This is the last week of the month. It's February. Chatathon's this Saturday. Gotta say that stuff up front here. Alright, let's get into it. So, first thing we always do is give to the guild. It's Monday. Gotta give to the guild. Guild tasks. We have all the basics done. Nope. Not yet. We gotta get this brown task done. You guys know how I usually tell people to do this, right? Not that anybody's doing anything wrong here. I just like to, for educational purposes, you want to get all your basic tasks done first, starting with the magic one. So you get your purple task done all the way first, and then you get the rest of your basic tasks done. Then you move on to the purple, which this is a fine way to do it. I'm not saying this is wrong. They got the magic first, which is not too bad. But I like to get all the basics done first. It just costs less. It's the path of least resistance. You already got this magic stat. Get all the basics done, and then get the purple epic one. And then get the rest of the epic tasks done. Doesn't really matter which order, other than you're doing magic first on basic, then you're getting all the basic done, and then you're doing magic first on the epic, and then you're getting all the epic done. So I'm going to do brown basic task. Ooh, almost got it done. Super close. I don't want to spend too much, but I went, millions are required, and I went almost 1.5 million. So we gave to the guild. We got to go get our mail now. This is what you can get from being in a good guild. I don't know, I keep doing this every Monday. You guys get the point, I'm sure. I just like it. I think it's fun. Most of the time you're skipping through everything. This is something fun to look at. Just to see all the cool stuff you get once you get into a top guild. And that's like kind of light, honestly. Usually we have more done by now. But I'm on a little bit early. I'm on at regular time, but I'm usually late. So it's kind of almost early because I'm usually late. It's a bunch of good stuff there in the Ruby League. Let's look at our offers. Ooh, I need both of these. I'm buying offers right now. I'm on that cycle. The shop. Make sure this troop, spoils of war. Always get that. And then the new troop. Get it fullied. In case it's good. Look at it later, though. And now the guild event. Journey. Sana with a gifted, thank you so much. Went to DR Dr. 4M12. I don't know. Trey with a 4. So sorry about yesterday, Trey. Crazy, stupid day. At least I'm there now. I'm so dumb I didn't know I needed that tooth. I guess I must have got ported by wizards the whole time or something, because I swear I've been teleported to Valius before. Like, how'd I get there? You know what I mean? Like, I got there with Thug by hoofing it the first time. But, like, my enchanter and my shaman... Like, I have several characters there, and I didn't hoof it there every single time. Like, I had to get teleported. So, in my head, you can just get teleported there. I never played Valius back in the day. But now I know. That's so stupid that I didn't know you had to have a tooth. It was right there sitting on the ground when I walked up in Awakening Lands. Alright. Shop is first. Journey's the hardest guild event in the game. To close all rewards, to get the achievement. Just in general, it just gets a little bit hard. But you need the Pathfinder, which is Shar Grawl. It's 15 red, brown, Grosh-Nak, Orc. Deal damage to an enemy, then create 2 red gems boosted by Orc allies. They're always like this. They always do the same type of spell. They used to be good, now they're kind of weaker. They got nerfed. 25% chance to summon a Warfang on death. That's the new guy, right? But like everything else, this is the troop you're going to want to use in your team to get more points. It hits harder, it gets more points. You know the deal. So I'll buy up in the shop to the weapon. Got a new weapon, Pointed Fist. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by red allies and orc allies. That weapon typing that they're doing right now is not very good, but they're probably going to keep doing it until they do it for a bunch of different typings and kingdoms. So we're going to have to bear with it. But you buy up to it anyway. It's another weapon for Grosh-Nak. It gives you all this other stuff too. You need to buy up to the troop anyway, right? It's just one more, and you get the weapon too. So now you get a new troop from Grosh-Nak. You get a new weapon from Grosh-Nak. Let's do that. Get the potions, you get the enchant, the explode. So totally worth it. Even my new account was buying up to the weapon. Should be something you can do. And if you're not doing it or you're not able to do it, talk to me, in the comments somewhere. I can maybe help you figure out how you can start doing that. You need to go hard in the Vault event, get a bunch of gems, don't waste gems. And then this is one of the things you have to buy every week, so you need to have enough gems to do this. No big deal if you don't have it like right now, but just something to work towards in the future, like having enough gems to buy up to the weapon in the guild event and single player events if you don't have it. Let's make a team. Ooh, we got Orc. That's yucky. Orc is the restriction. JM Ricks with a tool. Heart that. Chad dropping a deuce. Thank you so much. Got Funky Town Chad. Trey. JM Ricks. Alright, we got red orcs. It's not even just orcs, it's freaking red orcs. Nice. Alright, we need the new guy. So if you have everything upgraded already, you can just go upgradable. And it should bring it to the top. So we got Char Grawl. Let's upgrade her. Max upgrade. Upgrade, yes. We're going to use an orb on her because that's what I'm doing. What happened to her? Where'd she go? Where'd you go, baby? There she is. Alright. Use an orb. Got 438 orbs, so this is where I use them. In events. Get it to Mythic. And make sure it's max upgraded. Fully leveled, fully traded. Fully ascended. I guess it'd be fully. Well, you can't fully level it if it's not fully ascended, so it is just fully. Alright, there she is. Put her on the team. I should have put her on the team as soon as I saw her. But she's on here because she gains extra miles in the journey event based on her ascension. So you need it fully traded so you can gain her extra miles. It'll save you buying more turns in the shop if you just fully ascend it. So if you don't fully ascend it, it's only going to give you two times miles or something instead of 3 times miles, and you're getting less miles per fight. Then you got to do more fights to get the same points as somebody else who fully traded it. So fully trading it kind of saves you resources. She's on the team. Whoops, where'd she go? I pushed the button again.
Let's do some hunting.
All right, what are we gonna do here? What do we got for weapons? Just red weapons. Oh man, you know what I'm gonna do here. Ruby weapon's a red weapon. We gotta do that for one of the teams. There's 3 teams. It's gonna be one of the teams, so we might as well start with it. The ruby weapon is a red weapon. True damage to all. Gotta start with that. Alright, so we're doing true damage at the moment, at least with one of our troops. We probably need some mana generation. Be nice if we had like a really good mana gen troop and then another true damager, but I don't know if it's going to work out like that or not. Ooh, we got a Mortal Angrok. That's true damage. But man, our mana, we really need some mana. He's an orc. Here's a 50% start for orcs. That's kind of mana gen. A lot of skull stuff here. Yeah, there's like no mana gen. So we pretty much have to do Grosh-Nak. The ruby weapon kind of mana gens. Could put Angrok here. He can catch green. This thing could put up some red. I don't know, though. I kind of actually just want to do this for now. Grosh-Nak does true damage to all allies, create 7 red and 7 brown gems boosted by orc allies, summon an orc troop. We could go with Barbarian as our class, so it does more red and brown. We got red and brown on every other troop, so this could be our mana generator. I'm doubting we're going to need Char Grawl until maybe later. So I'm going to put Grosh-Nak up another slot so she's not blocking him on red. Might even put him up here. Because he can make... We'll see how much red and brown he makes. Let's go with Barbarian. Is that right? Yeah, Orc. Be a good chance to level up your Barbarian class. Entangle, maybe. Dust Storm, Leaf Storm. Guess Dust Storm. Lightning Strike. Do we need Enrage? Are we in first slot? Lightning Strike might be good because we're going to be throwing up a bunch of red and brown and maybe getting extra turns and stuff. We'll go with Lightning Strike, I guess. Barbarian. Banner. Definitely red. Guess brown. What color are we missing? We got blue, red, brown, yellow, green. We're missing purple. I'm guessing what's it called? It's the... Is it the bear banner, maybe? Bear banner. Probably do the meteor, though. Let's see how this goes. We have the Journey Troop. It's fully fullied. It's on the team. And then we're doing a true damage type of team. Our mana generator's Grosh-Nak, which isn't the best thing ever. But this will explode. This will throw red up on the board. Yeah. See how it goes. Everything is technically a mana generator? Yeah. Red Doom Shovel? That's a good idea. Fully on a no. Alright, early on it's just gonna be this. Boom shakalaka. We'll do a few fights, then we'll try to make a team without the ruby weapon. Doom Shovel's a good idea. That's always a good idea in Journey. Like, whatever color the Pathfinder's creating is normally the restriction color, and then you can use the shovel of that same color, and that could be a start to a team. Maybe with Grosh-Nak on there, too. But this would be definitely faster, because it's hitting all enemies with true damage instead of hitting 2 with physical. That's definitely another way to go if you don't have the ruby weapon. Later on, Angrok will step up to the plate when we're not one-shotting and kill everything else. So it's kind of hard to show like the whole theme of the team or how it's supposed to work, but right now this is just getting up, we're casting it, we're winning. But later on we might need to cast this. It'll make some red and brown. Probably like 10 red, 10 brown. You hope it matches. And it either gets back up ruby weapon, you cast it again, or it gets up Angrok, you cast that. We're 50% starting everything on the team. Our banner's double red. Our whole team's red. We're minusing purple. Nothing purple on our team. So, like, this is going to do more red and brown because we're Barbarian. And this is going to do more red because we're Barbarian. So that's why we're Barbarian class. Here's the team code. Take a screenshot, plop it into Chat GPT, and then copy it from there and plug it into your game. Alright, let's make a different team with no ruby weapon. And no immortal Angrok, I guess. That was the, hey, this is what I'm going to use. I got everything in the game team. We got to do one that's not that now. I think the Doom Shovel is a good idea. It's just like, hopefully the person would have it. If they don't have ruby weapon, then they're probably likely to not have the Doomed Impaler too. But I could show you what this team would look like. Kind of be like this. Might even go here. And then, what would be the last troop? Doing damage, we're throwing up red. We're throwing up red and brown. We're doing damage, throwing up red. I mean, we got a lot of mana gen. What can we put in that last slot there? Damage to an enemy boosted by orc allies, then create a skull troop. Not that many good things. Hmm. 1 to 3 demonic portal gems. Hmm. Really nothing good that you could do. Create 8 red gems. I mean, you could throw this guy on there and just put some more red up on the team. Kinda. Creates a firestorm when you cast them. Could just put a summoner on the bottom of your team, maybe. This one maybe. The other one. This guy maybe. Uses a different color and he puts red on the board. I mean, that could be just more red. Like, you wouldn't want to cast him unless you had to. Kind of thinking that guy. Nothing else is going to make red. What are you guys saying? Summer's Fury, yep. That'd be good for the low-level team. Red loops and a summon exploding weapon on low level. You can also use Sunspear class. Half start and one other attacker buffer summoner. Yeah. I'm thinking Orc Veteran or the summoner. If you have Angrok, by all means, put that in last slot. I have Argus as a Skull Trooper, else I would do that. But I'm thinking this right here. Everything on the team puts red on the board. That's our theme. And I probably stay with Barbarian because we need this guy to do more red and brown. And we can 50% start it. Maybe we take off the Dust Storm, though? I don't know. Dust Storm's, like, okay. But we're mostly doing red. So I'm going to leave it off for this one, since we're trying to loop on red. See what happens. This is more of a mid team, I guess. See if we can loop. It's not going to really show us, because that shovel's just going to kill everything before we can loop. But just take some skulls. Okay, let's see how much this guy does. I'm curious. Okay, he's doing 11 and 11. I think. Got up the shovel. Probably work, but it's definitely rather see use the first team. Probably just cast the shovel over and over and over and not worry about anything else, but unless the shovel isn't up. There we go. That was good. It's a little slower because you're killing stuff kind of 1 and 2 at a time instead of all at once. Eventually, if you take too many turns, you start losing points too, so if you're looping. But I usually don't worry about that. Which one should we do? This one's gonna do... I'm not sure if that's 4, like, broken up between the red and the brown. Is it, like, 9 and 9, or is it 11 and 11? Because this one does 10, guaranteed. I should probably just take this, and then do this. Might as well do damage. It's not bad. Everything puts red on the board. We'll do one more fight with this, then I'll try to make a low-level team. In case you don't have the shovel or the ruby weapon, because that could definitely happen. Could use maybe Mang here. That's what I'm thinking for low level. Mang with Trick Nala and Fist of Zorn. It's kind of my first thought. Just get up our shovel. Should definitely prioritize the shovel. It's gonna get the most, put the most red on the board and do the most damage, so prioritize the shovel with this team. Second, I kind of like Shargrawl, I guess, but Garnock, this is definitely last. Cast him only if nothing else is going on, because he only does 8. And that's only if the enemy's attack is weaker. I didn't see that. Oh, dang. It might be. Just find an enemy with less attack. It might get harder and harder to use the Orc Veteran. You might put the Summoner on later. Like, Orc Veteran might be good for the early fights, and then just put Summoner on for later. In case you lose a troop, you can summon something in. There's just not that many good Orcs. And then when they make the restriction red Orcs, like, it's even worse. So you gotta go with your weapons. Remember, whenever there's a weird, like, crappy restriction that's, like, red Orcs, you're gonna really, your mind should go to your weapons first instead of the troops. That's why our main damage dealers so far have been Ruby Weapon and Doomed Impaler, not some red Orc. Red Orcs are just here because they have to be, kind of. The weapons doing all the heavy lifting. Alright, I'll try to make a low-level team. Can't use that. We can't use Garnock. Probably not going to use that. Gotta use Shargrawl. Probably going to look at our weapons again. I was thinking Mang, honestly. Mang can get you through anything. Too bad it's the same as Shargrawl, though. That's the only problem. It's going to do this, and then Fist of Zorn, and Trick Nala. Kind of doing a Skull team. Think I would go... I mean, we're mostly doing Skulls. We kind of need to do Titan. I know, like, she's not going to do as much red if we don't do Barbarian. But does Barbarian have Rock Solid? I don't think so. For, like, the early fights, you could do Barbarian. But later on, if you start, like, taking lots of damage to your Mang, you might want to switch to Titan. And then, even later than that, you might switch to Elementalist. We'll do Titan. We're going to get to fights that are going to be... And I don't like the mana blocking, but since it's forcing us to use Shargrawl, we, like, have to. So, I'm not choosing to use Shargrawl, I have to, so that's why it's getting mana blocked. I really just want to do Mang, Fist of Zorn, Trick Nala. And then if I had, like, Eye of Argus or something instead of Shargrawl, but we have to use Shargrawl, so this is the team. Yellow to Skull and green to Skull. So hopefully it works out, I don't know. Banners. Mang can usually carry you through anything as a beginner, though, as far as you would need to go. Summer's Fury was a good idea, too, if you got Dawnbringer. It's another one. Earth's Fury be another one. Definitely need a red banner. And really, we just need to get up the brown troops. So red, brown. I still want to minus purple, since we do have Fist of Zorn. We might have to cast it twice, even though it's empowered. So blue's fine. Alright, let's see how this would go. It's kind of just Mang, Fist of Zorn, Trick Nala, but occasionally you might cast that Shargrawl if mana trickles down. Let's look for our conversions. We got yellow to Skull. Green to Skull. Don't have it. Move the board. Okay, now we do. Green to Skull, we still don't have. We got this. Green to Skull, yellow to Skull, nope and nope. So let's just do this. Let's steal their armor. Well, this fight's probably gonna be short, so I'm gonna steal the one with the most armor. Green or yellow? If not, then we just take red or brown, or you could just do it. Like, I could just do green here. On this early fight, I'm not super worried about having alignment, but when the fights get harder, you're gonna want to make sure you do. But for these early fights, I think I'm just gonna, if I have it, I'm gonna do it. Alright, we'll do like 2 more fights, then we'll get into the week's preview for Grosh-Nak. We got Guild Wars. Make sure I go over that. Alright, always look for my conversions first. So yellow to skull, green to skull. I don't have it. Let's take this and look again. Yellow to skull, green to skull. Don't want to do it yet. Still don't. So let's do this. I don't think we've hit anybody yet. So let's do first slot. Oh, they're stealthy anyway. Yellow to skull, green to skull. Still don't see it. Got this though. We got this. Oops, we had a blue extra turn over there. Dummy. Some good mana though. Yellow to skull, green to skull. No, let's just do this then. Mang is getting more attack every time we do that. It's doing true damage pretty much and gaining attack. And now that there's only 2 enemies left, if you just even kind of have it, you might as well. So yellow. Green. Alright, one more. 90 miles. This will be a good test. Yoke and Hiram Hawk and Swagmire. How's it going? Ooh, PvP Mythic and Soulforge? Oh, whoops, my controller just died. Alright, I'm back. Look for our conversions. Yellow to skull, green to skull. No. Let's just take this. Let's just take skulls. Nope, let's take green. It's extra turn right here. Trick Knowledge green. This is orange, yellow. 2 enemies left. Just kill them with skulls. You can do Medal of Seasons with this one if you want. Well, this is the low-level team, so I had to make something super low-level, because the other ones were using weapons that are kind of hard to get. Like that red Doomed Shovel you had to get during a specific Tower of Doom event. Or, you might be in the Soulforge right now, actually. I'll have to go look at it. I can look at it right now. Doom Shovel, is it in the Soulforge? No, it's Drakzum, so it's not. It's a Grosh-Nak week, so that is a problem for the Doomed Impaler. People can't just go get it right now. If you don't already have it, you can't use it. Same with Ruby Weapon. If you don't already have it, you can't use it, so. But there's 3 teams. You could get by with this, or Summer's Fury. Summer's Fury, Shargrawl. I don't know. What else would you do, like, if you don't have either weapon, but you don't want to do this little team? You could use Angrok. You should have that. Wasn't that a featured Immortal? You could just do, like, Garnock with Angrok with mana-generating weapon. Probably be fine. Something close to that. I don't know what to use for your last slot, but whatever you feel like putting in there. The mana-generating weapon, the Angrok, and the Shargrawl will do most of the heavy lifting. Just put whatever. Garnock, I guess. Guess that's everything. Explodey weapon. Shargrawl, Garnock, Immortal Angrok. It's like the first team, except for take off Ruby weapon and put on Explodey weapon instead. So that's a team for everybody. I feel like I just covered a team for every single person. Alright, week's preview, Grosh-Nak. Soul Forge first. Supposedly, there's a PvP mythic in here. We got Garnisherland as the dragon. I hope they add the floral dragons soon. If they're going to have evil dragons out, you think they could add the floral dragons in. But I guess they got to wait a whole year or something. 28 green, red, brown, Dragzum, Dragon Boss. This is the one for Diamantina. For some reason, between Brown Giant and Gems, they have an extra space. If you need this one to finally get Diamantina, you could spend the 2000 Dragonite. Whoops. Went all the way out. All the way up. Okay. We got this Grosh-Nak. This is a new one. Pretty much nobody should have this one unless you bought it with gold marks and PvP. So now everybody else is just going to get it. That's the problem with getting it with gold marks. You probably never used it. It's not like amazing or anything. And now everybody else is just going to get it for diamonds. So I'm going to get it right now because I need it. How's it stack up? 24 green, purple brown, Grimwood's Wargear Beast, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by skulls. If they use purple mana, double the damage, inflict bleed on them. 20% chance to devour a random enemy if an enemy dies. Not great. I mean, it's alright, like, I don't know, that's interesting that third trait, 20% chance to devour when an enemy dies. Like, the Grosh-Nak doesn't have to kill something to get that 20% chance. Anything on the team can kill something to get that 20% chance. So that's interesting, but that's the only interesting thing about it is the third trait. And it's only 20%, so it's not going to happen most of the time. And you have to kill something to do it. It's almost like Megavore. But with Megavore, you can just loop and try for it, which is way easier to do than just, you know, having to kill something to try for it. It's a Devour, I guess, too. It's interesting, I guess. If you can't think of anything else for your team, you got a three-person team, three-troop team, and you just have no idea what else to do, you could just throw this on the bottom and get a 20% chance to devour a random enemy if an enemy dies. It's not totally useless. It's just not something you're going to make a whole team based around or use it as your main damage dealer or think about it when you're doing anything in the game, pretty much. It's like, oh, I want to put something neat in my last slot because I already have 3 troops that have synergy and I want to just try this instead of something else type of thing. Got Astaroth. Ketris the Bull. And Famine. So kind of 2 really old mythics and 2 new mythics. Newish mythics. But nothing's good. What's Astaroth do again? Deal damage to all enemies boosted by demonic portal gems. It's not great. And then we all know Famine and Ketris. Famine's the the best Apocalypse mythic, but all Apocalypse mythics are just super old and need an update for real. It only does single target damage. Has no good traits. Ketris used to be good. It used to be like top 10, borderline top 10 at least. Back when there wasn't so many other things in the game that did like super good damage to multiple enemies. You used to use this with like Yasmin's Pride, boost up your attack, life, and armor, and do splash damage, do super heavy splash damage. And he does get used occasionally for certain little restrictions with like King Stormguard and stuff like that. I guess he's the most useful one here. But he's definitely not a top 20 or top 25 or nothing anymore. It's really like a B- type of mythic these days. I'd rather see like Scourge of Honor and Phoenicia and Guard's Avatar first. And those are not even top 20s, you know? So you should definitely get Iron Hawk and High King Iron Gut, Takshaka, and Kafru and all that crap first, but we always put them in order, and this is the best one this week. Ketris the Bull. 22 green, red, brown, Wild Plains, Divine Taurus, deal splash damage to an enemy, boosted by my attack, life, and armor. Really no good traits, but it could kill 3 enemies if you hit hard enough. Fourth is here. Deleting them berries. Okay, Ketris, and then I don't know, I guess this guy, just because you could do something with him with the 20% chance to devour. He's super mid. And then I guess Astaroth. And then Famine. If you're doing collection purposes and you're missing all 4 of them, get the Ketris. It might actually come in handy occasionally. And then the one that'll come in kind of handy occasionally, maybe even less occasionally, would be this one. Then you're probably never going to use Astaroth or Famine. Oh, we got legendaries. We got Gloomleaf, Emperor Liang, Despond, King Aberon. I guess King Aberon would be the best one here. It's a tool for your tool belt. All Fey allies start with 50% mana. His spell's not awesome, but he's 50% start for Fey. You want to get all those eventually. But you don't want to craft them. Just, you're going to open all your glory keys, your gem keys, your guild seals. Eventually you'll get them. Or Bright Force Week, maybe. Event keys. Save your diamonds for mythics and weapons. But we're putting them in order. So King Aberon is first. This guy kind of sucks. This one's okay. And then Despond. He's like not bad. I'm gonna say Emperor Liang second. 16 yellow, purple, Shintang elf. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies of the matching color 48 life and 4 magic. Enchant a random ally and 4 or 5 gem match. Kind of mid. Above average, I guess. Above average type of legendary. He never gets used. But he is kind of a mana generator and a buffer. And he has an enchant. Oh, next up would be Despond. At least it hits all enemies. You gotta hit the last slot, though, to hit all enemies, so. No good traits, really. Nothing that stands out, anyway. And then we got, the last was Gloomleaf. You'll probably never use this thing. Gloomleaf. Alright, weapons. Looks like we got some new stuff here. Axe of Cragrax and Watcher's Cleaver. Oh, no, that's just from the Evil Dragons. This one's from the Evil Dragons. This one is probably new, though, right? I own 0 of it. So I guess I'll craft it. I already got the Journey weapon. That's the only other thing that could be new. So this is a new weapon, too. So we got a new troop and a new weapon in the Soul Forge. That's kind of the most notable thing about it. If you're like an in-game player, you're getting new stuff from the Soul Forge. The Reaver, Rocker, whatever his name is, and this Axe of Cragrax. Think it's good for defense, the Gloomleaf? Anita's here! Yeah, Ketris is solid. Just like so many other things that you're probably going to use. Like even King Stormguard's better, I feel. He'll do damage and then explode and all those lightning gems and maybe get himself back up and do it again. Like Ketris, once you cast it, he's done. His turn's over. You got to get him all the way back up and cast him again from 0. So at least, you know, King Stormguard, I think, would finish off an enemy team faster than Ketris would. Just because it can get its own mana back quicker. You got a question. You got level 10 artifact last season. Now it is gone. Was there any long-term benefit? Nah, it's just stats for that one campaign season. And then once the campaign season ends, those stats go away. But yeah, it's in your inventory as an artifact that you collected, yeah. It's kind of like how this the Journey Troop has extra magic in the Journey event, but once this Journey event's over, it's never going to have extra magic again. The artifacts from the campaign are giving you extra stats during this campaign, which is quite a long time. It's like, what, however many weeks? 10 weeks or something? So for 10 weeks, you're going to have extra stats from your artifact. And then once the campaign ends, those stats go away. And the artifact's just in your inventory somewhere, like as one that you got. Watcher's Cleaver, I'm not going to make this yet because it's just for the evil dragons. I want to collect all the evil dragons first. I guess I have 600 Dragonite, though. We could go pop an egg. But let's go over the weapons first. Pointed Fist is in the Journey shop. You want to buy it there, not here. If I don't mention it, it's always here. This I just got. You might want to check and see if you need that. It's collection purposes, not good or anything. It's not horrible. I mean, it does splash damage. Doomed Wall, Doomed Toilet Seat. Don't buy it, you know. Bring in toilet seat to your door for $50, and you just because you have $50. Wall Hack, Explodey for orcs. Too bad it's not red. Blows up red, so this is a good one. King Chopper, another Explodey for Grosh-Nak. Too bad it's not red. But it's a good one. Explodey. Lockstone is doo-doo. Mace of Grosh-Nak is poop. String of Teeth. Bone Scraper, tool for your tool belt. Might want to get it if you don't have, if you already have both the Explodies. Spiked Mace, another one. Earth's Fury used to be one I would definitely recommend, but these days it's like my new account didn't use it once, I don't think, just for reference. But it is something that could get you out of a jam if you're in some sort of event and it's starting to get really hard and you need some way to defeat the enemies. Like, could bail you out of a jam here or there, but you got Mang, and Mang is like kind of the better version of Earth's Fury. You already have that. But, it's not horrible. It's a good weapon. It's just like, you're not going to use it as much as people used to say. Like, it's not these days anyway. Doomed Codex, Doomed Book. Not bad. But yeah, I would get the Explodies first. If you don't have them. What was it? Wall Hack and King Chopper. And if you already have those, you might want to get the Doomed Codex next. And then the Bone Scraper and Spiked Mace. Earth's Fury's another one you could get, I guess. But don't be getting every single weapon you're missing, because that's a quick way to run out of jewels and diamonds. Just get one of them that you need. If you don't have either Explodey, get one of them. If you have both Explodies, get the Doomed Codex, maybe. If you have both Explodies and the Doomed Codex, get Spiked Mace or Bone Scraper. It all depends on how many jewels and diamonds you have. You don't want to run yourself out. But if you have like a ton of them, then you could get multiple weapons. I was going to open a dragon egg. Guess I have enough. Where am I at? Am I in the wrong spot? Nope. Evil dragon. I still need the green one with the chains on it. It's the last one I need. Green one with the chains. Am I going to get it? Put it in the chat. Here, I'll start. Ready? Am I going to get it? Anita with a gifted. Thank you so much. Went to La Zanzadilla de Alias. I'm really good at Spanish. Did I miss anybody today? Anybody out there? Oh, something just popped up on my screen. Hold on. Alright, got rid of it. Let's catch up in the chat real quick. You guys guess the color dragon I'll get. You just pulled your second Gargantuar? That's funny. It's one of the worst in the game. Swag Maya. Taking a break. Your state is now in a state of emergency. Travel ban, complete whiteout. So I'm just chilling in the mobile parking lot. Dude, we got snow too. Mine was just kind of like, anywhere else people might freak out, but it just kind of covered the roads, and now it's like, we're good. So this morning it was a little bit slippery out, but at this point, they've already got it taken care of, because they're like old news. Hiram Hawk. Mang with the Skull team, yep. Yoke. Yeah, the Summer's Fury would be a good idea. Summer's Fury with the Journey troop. They both throw right up on the board. Both do damage. Berry immune. Tyrion said, Hort, they stay in your inventory forever. You can review them stage by stage and read the lore, but the stat bonuses do go away once the season ends. Yeah, that's kind of what they're like. Once the campaign season's over, you can read the lore, kind of. No benefit to having it beyond its season other than collected rewards, and paid side gets early access to pet weapon and troops. Yeah, I like Stormguard, Tyrion. For like that restriction. You say you'll pass on the Mythic. I can't make it make sense to go for broke on getting to the points of number of weapons blocking me on Kingdom Powers. Ooh, you got the green one? I need it! Alright, let's see what I get. I think that's the one I have the most of. Am I gonna get super unlucky this time? I mean, I haven't popped like a bunch of eggs. It's starting to feel bad, though. I got 6 of the Amanahotrix. Got 3 of the Mazirius. I got 2 of the Hematrax. I got 1 Cranky Nose. And I got 1 Visinium. So what's that? I'm 5, 7, 8. 8 over. I'm 7 over right now. Pop 13 eggs. 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 1 is 12, plus 1 is 13. I've popped 13 eggs so far. It's about, you know, the least I would expect, honestly. I think if I get the green one next egg, I'll be happy. If I can get it in under 20, I'm not going to be crying about it. But I think around the next egg would feel good. Like double, you know? Got 6 dragons. It should take you like 12 eggs. You know what I mean? So I'm like a little bit over that, which would be fine for me. I think something 15 and under would feel good. If you could get all 6 dragons and 15 or less eggs, that's nothing to complain about. 15 to 20, I still think is not complainable. But anything over 20 starts to get crazy. You know? Now you're over triple. But double, especially with the way this goes, like, there's no guarantee. It's not like you get a higher chance of getting the one you're missing. Like, every time you pop an egg, it's a 1 in 6 chance. So, I feel like 15 or so is what you should expect. 18 even. 18, that'd be 3 times 3. 6 times 3. But 15 is what... It would feel good if I can get it in under 15 is what I'm going to stay with here. I'm still chugging water, so hold on a sec. I'll be right back. I'll put it on trials.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Want me to talk to you in the bathroom next time? Probably could. You just hear the tinkles. That was a long one. Critical shit. Alright, back to the preview. We just did the Soul Forge, right? Soul Forge was what? Catcher's the Bull if you're gonna get anything, but mostly weapons. I'd say focus on the weapons. Like, forget the mythics, forget the legendaries. Focus on the weapons. Get one weapon or something. If you're getting anything. Some weeks there should be weeks where you just get nothing. You know, you're allowed to do that. Like, that's actually a good, smart way to play the game. Just get nothing. But I'm trying to give you like the best options in case you just can't help yourself. You know, get this explodey weapon or get Ketris or get King Aberon. But a lot of weeks you should just be getting nothing. Honestly. Alright. Let's go to the shop. Got Warfang. Warfang. 11 green, red, Grosh-Nak, Orc Beast. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by Orc allies. Then create 7 skulls. If the enemy dies, create 5 more. He's a wolf. He's got blood coming out of his mouth. Got a helmet on. I wonder who put that helmet on him. Got a couple little things on his traits. Could become enraged with 25% skull reduction with 20% chance to dodge. Huh. Not horrible, but not good either. It's got Arcane Beast trait stones, so you can get a bunch of those right now if you want. For glory. Green, red, I think that is King Aberon. It's one I could think of. Let's go look at them. Don't let me forget to do the event key drop table. I think it's really bad, though. I think Grosh-Nak's one of the worst in the game. Alright, these are some of the troops you could fully trait with that trait stone that we got right now. Just trying to find any that... This one, Curse and Disease, random enemy matching 4 or more gems. This one's got Savage Strike. Undyne has a Submerge Myself at the start of every turn. Zarg, you need that. Most people wouldn't use them without that third trait. Alright, we're into the legendaries. These are really what you should focus. King Aberon, the 50% start for Fae. Try to have that by the end of the week. This does something. 50% chance. And it's a really good troop, too, so... You should probably have this fully traded by the end of the week. It might not be the first one you do. But King Aberon, for sure. I'm not seeing too much. Spider Throne, that'd be my second. So King Aberon, then Spider Throne, then Foxfire King. See if we can get all those fully traded this week. Egg Thief has a couple good traits. I don't know if she needs Arcanes, though. Once you get down this far, they might not even need Arcanes. So, Spider Throne, King Aberon, and Foxfire King. Try to get those fully traded. Event key drop table is Grosh-Nak. Says it right there. If you're ever wondering what it is, or if you want to know what Kingdom Week it is, it says it right there. Under the words event chests. It says Grosh-Nak. So to see the troops you can get, we go to our collection, we go to Grosh-Nak. We'll show all. We do got this guy. I don't think... He's probably not available though, is he? What was he? Like, I hate this. I wish I knew. I think he's kind of new, right? I mean, we could check our guild chat. What was his name again? Cragrax Bloodskull? I'm doubting it. I'm really doubting that he's in there. Oh, look! Never mind, he is in there. If anybody gets it, you can get it. So Cragrack's Blood Skull is definitely in the event key drop table. So I'm going to go for it because that's the whole reason I have event keys. At in-game, that's kind of like the whole reason of saving them up is to get something like Cragrack's Blood Skull. Just something you didn't buy previously. That must have been a campaign mythic. So like the campaign mythics will be available from event keys, right? Eventually. And they go into the Soul Forge eventually. But the PvP mythics, I think, only go in the Soul Forge. Like, I don't think you can get them with event keys, right? So, the whole point of me saving event keys right now is to try to get something like this. Earlier in the game, you would not do this. Don't do as I say, not as I do type of thing. Unless you're an in-game player and you already have like every mythic in the game. So I'm not even guaranteed to get it. Because I don't have like... It's really hard to stack up event keys. It's super hard. Like I got like 5,000 right now. I wish I had like 10,000 probably. But Eye of Argus is decent. He's fun. He's good for Skull stuff. If you like Skull stuff. He puts 2 Doom Skulls at the start of his turn. So usually people use them like 2 or 3 of them on a team, or even 4. Doesn't mean you need 4. Like ideally, eventually in game, you try to get like 3 of them. Because sometimes you could put like Web Spinner with 3 Eye of Argus. You could put your hero with Fireblade or something with Eye of Argus. You could put some other awesome Skull Troop on top with 3 Eye of Arguses. And they're just doing Doom Skulls every turn, putting 2 Doom Skulls up, and you just match them, do a ton of skull damage. It's a fun mythic. I don't think it's ever like the best for anything, really. And it could get you into a jam. Like if you're Doom Skulls, like the enemy can take those too, so it could backfire. Gargantuar is one of the worst in the game. Can't get this, it's a dragon. Can't get this, it's an immortal. Worst in the game. So look at that. You got 2. My drop table's gonna be 2 of the worst mythics in the game are in the drop table. You only got these 4. Like the rest of them you can't get. And 2 of them are horrible. So it's a really, really bad kingdom to be throwing event keys at. Because even if you get the best one, it's just this. And then most likely you're going to get 2 of the worst in the game. But I'm going for this, so I gotta do it. The whole point. But Grosh-Nak's a good little 50% start. He's not like a good 50% start, but he's a 50% start, so he's technically good. King of Swords just came in, right? That's not through keys. That's through vault keys. Eventually. This guy you can get in the underworld, so makes the event key drop table even worse. That Shaggorath's not even in it. Kurg the Dread's kind of neat, but nothing you're going to use, really. There are some empowered converters down here, like Fist of Zorn and Tricknala. Rockgar's okay. Drake Rider's okay. But yeah, it's one of the worst, really, to throw event keys at. But we're going to do it, because I need that Cragrax. I have 5,223. Put in the chat if you think I'm going to get it or not. I'm telling you all that 5,000 is probably just enough to get it, possibly. It's not like crazy. If I don't get it, it's not crazy. 5,000, I should have way more than... I should have 8,000 if I really, really want it. You know what I mean? 5,000's like, oh, you might just barely get it type of amount of keys. So you really got to save them. You can't be throwing them at this guy. Because you're going to want them for Adana, and you're going to want them for Takshaka, and you're going to want them for your 3rd or 2nd Kafru or whatever. So keep saving. Is there a Kingdom event in progress now? Yeah. Kinda. I mean, every week there's a Kingdom event in progress, for real. It's Grosh-Nak this week. There's Grosh-Nak Underspire, that's a Kingdom event. There's Grosh-Nak Epic Trials, that's a Kingdom event. The Journey is technically a Kingdom event because it's a restriction is based on Grosh-Nak. Tomorrow, the faction event is based on Grosh-Nak. Thursday, the class event's based on Grosh-Nak. The only thing not based on Grosh-Nak is Guild Wars on the weekend. So pretty much every event this week is a Kingdom event. But I don't know exactly what you're asking. But technically, yes, every event this week is a Kingdom event for Grosh-Nak. It's Grosh-Nak's week. Alright, let's see if we can get it. Do you think I'm gonna get it? Put it in the chat. We already tried for a dragon. I didn't get the dragon, but will my luck turn for this one? To get the dragon that I wanted, Horth, it would be 1 in 6. Funky Town says 500. Yoke said 800. Sana said 1,000. Alright, I'm gonna guess it's gonna take me almost all my event keys. So that's how it usually goes. But I feel like I either get it really quick or it takes every single one of them. I feel like I'm gonna get it, but it's gonna take a lot of them to get. But there is only 4. Sometimes there's more than that. Let's see if I get it. Got Gargantuar. That's a good start. At least we're getting mythics. Okay, nothing there. That's 3. 4. That's 800 already. Here comes 1,000. Shade of Zorn. We got another one. But that doesn't matter, you know. We can get Shade of Zorn again. We can get Gargantuar again. It's always a 1 in 4 chance. On top of, like, the Mythic chance. You gotta roll the Mythic first, and then you gotta roll the 1 in 4. It's like a double whammy. Hey, we got it! That wasn't too bad. I'll definitely take that. That was nice. Alright, got a Mythic I needed. 24 blue, red, brown, Grosh-Nak Orc. Deal heavy splash damage to an enemy and a random enemy, boosted by enraged allies and enemies, then create 5 enraged gems. Actually, not that bad, you know? Heavy splash damage to 2 enemies. That could hit every single enemy. It's boosted by... not the best thing ever. Creates enraged gems. Enrage and barrier a random ally when matching 4 or more gems. Not bad, but not the greatest either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna say it's awesome just because I just got it or anything. You know? But it's not horrible. At least it hits all enemies. I like that. Heavy splash. It's probably gonna hit all enemies. There could be a situation where it doesn't, but... then it has a boost ratio. It's not the best ever, though. Creates 5 enraged gems. That's only 5. It has something on its 3rd trait. It has impervious. It's not horrible. It looks like a little sad... a sad orc. He just got a divorce or something. Got gray in his hair. He's over this shit. Alright, let's see what I'm missing now after getting that one. Clear filter. I used to, like, there was a time where I was only missing, like, 1 or 2 troops. It was probably, like, 4 years ago at this point. But now, man, they keep putting PvP mythics and campaign mythics and legendaries and so much stuff they put in the game that's hard to get, and it's like you gotta pay for it. It's hard to have everything these days. Just show all. Base rarity, show all, dummy. Or unowned. I need this guy. He's kind of new, right? I remember seeing his weird face. This, I'm just lazy. I should just go get it. I just hate Explorer 12. I think it's a waste of time. And the Horde Mimic is not useful, and you don't get anything for getting it. So it's hard for me to, like, bring myself to go get it. But one of these days, I'm gonna get it. Immortal Fernax I'm somehow missing. I need to do more PvP. I'm gonna get this. I'm just waiting for a... like, I pretty much have that right now. I'm just waiting for the right epic burning chest. Kumiko. Pandemonia. Runetheus, that's the only one I'm missing. Queen Wilhelmina. Campaign, right? This was a PvP, right? And this guy. It's my last Sentinel I need. I did get a Sentinel in my last Underspire, but it was one I already had. Legendary from PvP, I think. This is the newest tarot card, so I don't think it's available yet. This might not be available either. PvP guy. Not sure with this one. What was this one? This was stupid. Holiday event legendary. I need to remember to open on Hellcrag. If we have a Hellcrag week, I need to open event keys. Or if I see this in the Soulforge. That was just a boneheaded mistake from playing the new account too much. It's like around when we started the new account, I think. Wasn't it like a Halloween holiday event thing? So this is just like a bonehead, stupid mistake, and I should have this, and I could have that. But otherwise, just kind of waiting for stuff to come through the PvP, or I need to do more Guild Wars. I'm waiting for stuff to come through the Soulforge, or I need to do more PvP. I don't know what I was saying there. That's all the stuff I'm missing. But that's the only stuff I'm missing, too. Alright. What else is going on this week? So we got a Grosh-Nak week, Grosh-Nak Underspire, Grosh-Nak Epic Trials, Grosh-Nak Weapons in the Soulforge, Grosh-Nak Event Key Drop Table, Grosh-Nak Glory Shop Troop. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we have Dripping Caverns. Tuesday faction event. We'll do the ranking the difficulty on live stream. Wednesday, we have the little ogre booger picking guy. If you want to see what it is, you can go Grosh-Nak. There he is. I don't know. I guess a booger's hanging out of his nose. He's not picking it. He's the anti-booger picker. He's so anti-booger picker that he just lets it hang out of his nose. Ogrekin. That's what we're getting Wednesday. Thursday's Barbarian. Class event. Why? Because it's Grosh-Nak. You see that? This weekend we have Guild Wars, so make sure you do your defends on Tuesday or Wednesday. The actual fights start on Thursday. Should be old hat by now. We've had plenty of, I think this is like our 11th Guild Wars, right? The new Guild Wars. Let's do an Underspire team, I guess. Grosh-Nak. And Grosh-Nak weapons, too. Horse says, I like doing faction events because it raised my faction score. I wonder what kingdom events give you. Mostly just the overall rewards from, like, guild events. And, you know, faction events are technically a kingdom event. Class events give you class experience for that kingdom's class or whatever class you're using, really. Underspire gives you a bunch of orbs and all kinds of other loot. If you do every event, you get so much different loot that you'll never need like a certain type of loot. Yoke says, someone in my guild has an Explorer 12 team. They say it will one-shot most kingdoms. You need close to max magic. City and Libram, Chrysantherax, Will of Nisha, and Cosmo. Could you set a defense team with your alt for the guild? Yeah, sure. I need to get on there anyway. I've been trying. You know, some days I forget to get on there. But I've been trying to get on and at least do my dungeon and buy my cursed runes. I don't think I've been on in a couple of days, though, to be honest. Whatever the last time I gifted you the gems was probably the last. I think I got on the next day, and that was it after that. So it's probably been like 5 days since I've been on there, honestly. But I need to get back on there. Yeah, I can set a defend for sure. Just remind me tomorrow. Maybe if you can pick your like palace as soon as possible, then tomorrow during the live stream, remind me and I'll try to set it. All right, looking at the weapons here, we got explodey weapons, Earth's Fury. Probably gonna be an explodey. Troops. We got the dragon. We got Immortal Angrok. We got some good options. I thought it would be horrible. We got these two. We got Crag Racks now. Could do that. Need to upgrade them. What to do, what to do. Oh, you could do Shagaroth. Alright, I'm gonna do a high level, then a mid level. High level. So, this would be a good option. It's like the Stellarix one, right? Or is that the Floral? Oh no, that's an evil. Is that evil? I don't know what I'm talking about. This would be a good option because it does true damage to all. This is cool. You can maybe pair this with Hematrax or something. They use different colors. That's nice. At least a little bit. He's an orc. 50% start orcs. Got Shagaroth. If you don't have all those crazy mythics, you could definitely just use Shagaroth. You know I like Shagaroth, so... And if you're low level, probably like the Earth's Fury, Tricknala, and just throw on like a Rockgar. But we'll make them. Let's, I think I'm gonna do... Man, I really want to do Angrok, honestly, but... we could try this. Try the new guy. Got Hematrax and Kragrax. Kragrax and Hematrax. We got the Rax. King Choppa.
They shall feel my fury.
We'll go Kragrax first because he's getting 50% started and might not even need all this. This might be overkill. Let's just go with... I'm just gonna go with Titan. I'm really just interested in getting up Kragrax, casting it, killing everything. Later on, Hematrax will help. Put that Storm back on. Storm's on. Banner, we got lots of red. Red and brown. I know what I'm gonna minus. Green? Oh, of course not. Might just go all in on the weapon. We got so much. We gotta fill so much, right? Alright, let's see how it goes. Might need an Anu just for this and this. Like, especially early. But if you want to go all in on the Immortal, you could do that too. I think that's a good strat. With Garnock, of course. So you'd put like King Chopper, the Immortal, Garnock, and then something else. I don't know what else, because the Immortal does true damage, and you don't really want to be mixing physical and true. So I'm trying to do like a physical here. They both do physical. And then I got mana generation on both ends. Mana generating sandwich. It's probably what I'm going to use. Get to use the new guy. I get to use the dragon. 2 new troops. Alright, we need purple, brown. How is there no purple or brown? Shh. It's trolling me. Purple or brown, please. Holy cow.
Mana surge. Mana
There we go, finally. There he is. Get to choose. Oh, somehow he didn't hit. Oh, I guess he did. I don't know what happened there. Free Lantern, everybody should do this. Doesn't depend. Alright, I want to see what happened. I want to do that again. What's he do? He deals heavy splash damage to an enemy and a random enemy. I was hoping he'd hit all 4. If he kills 3 enemies, he's gonna pick one that's still alive, right? This looks much better. Nice. Huh. That's weird. You think he's supposed to work like that? Like, he's doing heavy splash damage, killing them, and then he's not doing it again. I mean, does it happen at the same time or something? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I almost don't like it. It's annoying. I feel like he should be killing all 4 of them. It makes me want to put Hematrax above them. He's not going to kill all the enemies in one shot. Then he gets to go... Now he's mana blocked. You know what? Okay, never mind. Here, let's change the team. I'm annoyed. Oh, that's annoying. I'm annoyed. I thought of a better team already. Okay, let's do this and this. Yeah. That's better. Might have to change our weapon. Maybe. Bone Scraper. No. Alright, this is a live stream. Someone making team. Like, I can't... If it was a pre-recorded video, I would have, like, cut that part out. Been like, alright. I would just show this one, probably. Where's the other? We got Wall Hack, blue, and brown. I think we run a still do King Chopper. Shoggorath can catch blue, I guess. Our banner's still good. We got brown, purple. Now it's kind of better. Don't want a minus green now, though. Yellow would be okay. Because we're not expecting to have to cast Grosh-Nak, hopefully. I might change my class to Archmagus, too. Purple. Alright, this... I mean... I don't know. I just wasn't feeling that dude I just got. For some reason, I thought he would hit all enemies. Like, that's weird that he didn't. This will be good. Now we'll be hitting all enemies for sure. And we're doing a true damage theme. Shoggorath does true damage, so does Immortal Angrok. Mana generating sandwich around them. They're using 5 different colors. Like, this is way better. Maybe not way better, but it's better. There, he's getting up because he's 50% started. Alright, this is what I'm going to recommend. Shoggorath can enrage a random ally. If you need a silence later on. Does true damage just like Angrok. It uses different colors than Angrok. Grosh-Nak's 50% starting this. And this is getting mostly this up. You just cast this and win. If anything survives, you still got this. Oak doke. Let's try to make a mid or something. Which would just be Shoggorath, honestly. I'd probably just double up on it. Maybe even triple up on it. What else would you do? We don't have orcs. Like, the only problem with Shagarath is he's not an orc. Huh. I don't know what to put in last slot. I almost just want to do 3 Shagaraths. Something you could do sometimes. Easy to get 3. Definitely want purple. Yeah. Okay. It's fine, we're blowing up red. We're gonna blow up other colors while we blow up red. We're Grosh-Nak, so we're gonna get the buff. Brown and purple, please. Blues, okay. I could have got an extra turn there, dang it. Think. There we go. Come on, get up. Or just kill everything with skulls, whatever. Made it to the door! I wasn't even paying attention. Brown or purple? We got 3 colors. Is kind of a thing. Okay. Get all buffed up. All buffed up and sexy. Only taking a sec though. There we go. Anybody could have this team. This team's from the Underworld mostly, and then the Soulforge. So everything on that team's available right now. You could put something else in last slot just to cover more colors. I just couldn't think of what I'd want to do. I gotta find the dragon now. You can put 1 Shagarath above the King Chopper if you want, like later, if you start losing troops. That way you can have a little buffer for your summon off your weapon. But early on, I want to get that weapon up as soon as possible, cast it, hopefully get up Shagarath, cast it, explodes. Alright, a low-level team. Which Shagarath you could definitely do as a low-level player. You can go get it. But I'll try to make something epic and under. It's probably just going to be that Skull team with Mang. Trick Nala. This will be tough. Like, you're not going to get to the 7th boss here, but use Shagarath if you want to get to the 7th boss. Like, you can go get it. So be like, hey, I'm just trying to get my lantern and maybe get to the 1st or 2nd boss. Where's that other guy? This guy? So Titan, so you can get rock solid. Make sure it's on. Yep. Banner, we got brown. Try brown, red. Alright, so just something for you, you know? But I would say Shagarath. If you can't, if you can. I don't know how you couldn't. You know, you just go to City of Thieves 3 times a day every day until you get it, and then you plug in Shagarath instead. Go to Dripping Caverns. We'll do one fight with this one. I gotta buy torches. Now you have 3 conversions, but you gotta get up this guy before he has his conversion. But you can still look for your yellow and your green. Will this mess up my yellow? I think it does. So I don't want to take the blue. You can take it now. Get skulls. Nope. Get there eventually. Alright, I'll do one more fight. Oops. Come on, dummy. Buy 2 a day if you're trying to get to the 7th dragon. At least until Friday. Kind of see where you're at. I did get my whole Underspire done last week and the week before. I'm back on it. I've been opening 25 vault keys a day. I've been doing my PvP. I think we got green. That poison counts as a green, right? Now we got yellow. Yes. It's always nice when that happens. You get both of them. Critical hit. Can see the future. Oops. Alright, 3 teams. If you're high level, do Immortal Angrok with Shagaroth. If you're mid level, just do some sort of Shagaroth. And if you're low level, Mang with the Skull Converters. Anything else? Did I miss anything? It's just Guild Wars. Guess we can go over the blue restriction. But like I said, you could just use your Takshakas. Let's show how I did not. Oh, I can't yet. I'm gonna show how I did not get Paragon. But blue restriction. How long have I been streaming today? Not too bad. That's about what I'm trying for. Let's go to unrestricted. Make a blue team. But, like I said, you could do this. You could do that. Everything on it's blue. This pretty much works. Worked. Why would it not work if it just worked for Divine? And for Divine, like, everybody knew you're going to do Takshaka too. Like, this time you could be using many other different things. So, you might sneak up on them a little bit better. I feel like during the Divine Guild Wars restriction, like, the enemies kind of knew what you were going to come with, if you had it. This time, not so much. They could guess, but they might not be right. Like, this is what you don't want to see on defense, right? So it's good on offense, too. It's all blue. But what else is there? Let's just click blue. I'll give you some other ideas in case you don't have Takshaka, but hopefully you do. Would be some good, like, Guild Wars types of blue. Obviously, Chrysantherax with the Sensia, maybe, or the Miraji Queen. You could do that. That for low-level players, like, if you're facing bot guilds, you probably should do Chrysantherax, Miraji Queen, with some other stuff in the middle there. Just get up your Chrysantherax as fast as possible, clear out the enemy teams. It's not brain science when you're facing bot guilds. Just kill them as quickly as you can with Chrysantherax. If you have it. What else is a good, like, blue Guild Wars? My King Iron always decent. Ossifer could be good. King of Ravens. You can make a team that just annoys the heck out of the enemy team. You just keep getting extra turns and draining their mana. Maelstrom Dagonath could be good. Miss Mother, Mistralis, Picea maybe even. Stellarix if you don't have Chrysantherax. Grey King is a great Guild Wars troop. Do Grey King. Probably wouldn't do Lord of Slaughter. We got Zarg. We got Zul'Goth. If you're lower level, you could do, you might be able to do the Truffle Shuffle and just annoy them to death. Just loop them to death. Queen Beatrix is always there if you don't have anything too high level. You could do Beatrix. Shoggoth, Tesla. If you don't have the Chrysantherax or the Stellarix, and you know you're facing bot guilds, why not just do Tesla? Just get her up real quick, cast her, win. Raji Queen there for all your elementals. Web Spinner. That's pretty much it. Those are all the ones that come to mind when I'm thinking about doing Guild Wars or PvP. Make teams out of those. I'm going to probably use this. Just because I'm being lazy and it worked last time. Let's see what's in our burning chests. Maybe there's something good and I can open these too. Sagittarian, Komani, and Titanus. Really want Fernax in there at least, since I don't have Fernax. And then I really want Fernax and Ossifer. And then like one I don't have. That'd be ideal. What do I have, like 10 weeks or something? I've just been waiting. I got 34 more days. So that's 5 weeks. So I get to see like 4 more. Like the closer it gets to the end of the season, if something's good, I might just do it. Like at this point, if I see anything, I might just do it because I don't want to miss out. But it's kind of like a strat this season since Trogolin is decent. Like the burning chests don't. You have a high chance of getting the immortal Trogolin here, right? And then if you miss, you want it to be something good in those middle 3. And ideally 3 good ones. Or like 2 good ones and 1 you don't have, or something like that. But I think I already have Sagittarian and I already have Titanus, I think. I might not have Komani, but if it was Ossifer, Komani, Fernax, I would definitely open them right now. But like the further in the season it gets, I'm going to have to be less picky. I already had, I think, Ossifer and Fernax in there, but it was just them with like 2 crappy ones I already had. I probably should have opened. But I was hoping I would get something better. Grass isn't always greener, though, if you have a good one. Might just want to do it. Starting to think that the deeper we get. Yeah, I'm playing Quarm. I said I was, like, I guaranteed I'd be playing it by the end of the month. We're super close. I gotta take one of these days, one of these last 5 days of the month, and, like, just dedicate it to getting on there. Probably gonna be, like, Wednesday or Thursday. So I do Gems of War on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Got to be one of those. Wednesday or Thursday, I'm gonna, like, just freaking sit there and get it done. And then make a video. Because I promised a video by the end of the month, so I gotta do it. But I'm gonna still play P99. I'm gonna play both. P99 will be every Wednesday no matter what. And then like the other 2 days, we'll see. But probably at least 1 Quarm a week. And by Thursday, you should see it. Worst case scenario, I have to put it up on Friday. Like, I don't know, but By the end of the month for sure, because that's what I said. So I got to do it. There's a poll up right now if you want to vote on what class I do. Use ruby weapon 3 times tech shakas. Only thing I worry about with that, well, that's good. Yeah, that's good for you because you're fighting bot guilds, right? Just kill them as fast as you can. That's nice. Those Takshakas could get up that ruby weapon. You cast it, you win. You don't blame the Quarm people, but it sucks they had to compromise their goal. Yeah. Like with the whole lawsuit thing and agreement. But I think that's it. Beg, you always come right at the end, dude. We had a pretty good stream today, I feel. I think we did. So tomorrow, I kind of try to base it on the previous stream, right? 13, 18, not bad. So tomorrow won't be, we'll do like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. Something like that. We'll do the ranking, the difficulty of the factions. Got Dripping Caverns. I'll see y'all then. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot to hear good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me. Special thanks to Anita, JM Ricks, Chad, Trey, and Sana for the donations. Lisa Jean, shout out to Lisa Jean for the super thanks, and Chad. Thanks for joining me today. Sana, Beg, Big Zig, Yoke, Horth. Got Sana, we got Yoke, we got Funky. Horth, Yoke, Sana, Tyrion, Anita, Horth, Yoke, Swag, Swagmire, Hiram Hawk, Chad, JM Ricks, Funky Town was here first, Sana was second, JM Ricks was third. YouTube wants to make out with Trey, 200 experience, Chad 175, Sana 175. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. Peace out.